We're back. I'm Kevin Jones, and this is my beautiful wife, Allison Jones.
And welcome to the Relationship Rundown channel.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and comment. And as always, leave us any things that you would like us to talk about at relationshiprundown@gmail.com. Honey, what's today's topic?
I don't know. You tell them.
So today we're talking about making sure that one of the ways you stay strong in your relationship is by staying healthy and strong with one another through fitness and eating well. Of course, we have tons of stories to tell, so let's get into them. All right, so we're back in the place, and we are here to tell y'all how to stay healthy and strong in your relationship by staying healthy and strong physically and emotionally too, but today we're talking about physically. I think I'm gonna tell you a quick little point. When we first got together, somehow we fell into this 5K thing. So together, how many 5Ks have we done together?
We used to do one a month. So
not one a month, but close.
We were doing one a month.
We were trying
because
to,
if you think about it, we did the Race for the Cure in DC. That was in the summer. But then we did the Jingle Bell 5K in December. We did the Frozen Foot. That was January, February, and March. Mm-hmm. And then the plan was doing them once a month. So that's what we did. So we got to a point where we were doing one once a month.
We did one in Jersey. Mm-hmm. Did you write? I don't know.
I didn't do that one, but then we had done the AIDS walk, remember? That was like a 10K.
Yeah.
So we were doing like something about once a month.
So we were doing a lot of them. And we also did a half marathon together. Mm-hmm. And even now we are trying to eat better together. And we've done that throughout our relationship. And that's really the point we're trying to make. I'm sitting up here and I'm ready to tell y'all this great story about this phenomenal 5K.
He's ready to tell you some fake news.
Let me just tell you the situation here. We used to run these 5Ks, and the funniest story is we signed up, or she signed us up for something called the Frozen Foot.
Which was in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania.
3-part series starting in January.
When it was 8 below zero?
Yeah, it was mad cold outside.
When we first ran the first one, which was fine with me. I didn't
right?
know.
So let me put you in perspective. Put it in perspective. At that time of the year, you either a runner or you not a runner. All I remember about the first race, and I'm here to confess to y'all, I wasn't in any shape to run that first race. Not a lick a bit.
And the second mile was all uphill.
Yes. And all I remember about that dumb first race was this one-legged man or something, and somebody pushing a baby carriage running in front of me. And in my mind, I'm saying, I'm going to keep up with him. I'm going to keep up with him. And
he always overestimates.
It didn't happen.
I don't need to train. I don't need to work out. I'm fine. And then he goes out and he gets his feelings hurt.
Yeah. Sometimes
so I beat him in the first Frozen Foot and the Jingle Bell 5K.
Yes, she did. Quote, Jingle Bell 5K, I did pull a muscle. I was destroying him.
Yeah, when he loses, it's always an excuse. Oh, I came out too strong. I was wearing a hat. The sun was in my eyes.
I was destroying him.
I pulled a groin muscle.
Look.
I got a hernia.
So the first Frozen Foot 5K, which I was talking about, she did beat me. The second one, I came across with her because I was just waiting for her.
That's a lot.
But listen, here's where the story starts. It's the third race. It's finally starting to warm ups.
It did get humid.
And we come up with this great idea. All right, baby, let's get a better time. The only way we're going to get a better time is to start at the front.
Oh, yeah, because they did, and if anybody who runs nowadays is okay because your time doesn't start until you cross the starting line.
AccuTrack. They use AccuTrack. So
back then, it wasn't that. So if you were at the back of the pack, by the time you got to the starting line, the clock had already started.
You 4 or
so
5
in
minutes
order to
in.
get a good minutes, no, it wasn't.
Maybe not.
But in order to get a good time, you had to be toward the front of the pack. So we at the front of the pack.
We are.
And let me tell you, it's people out there with their high school track uniform on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Them thin shirts, them little thin pants.
In the
it is
winter.
called the Frozen Foot. And we were in Pennsylvania.
So
That's all I'm
normally
saying.
what happens is when we're running and we get to the, let's say 1 mile part, it's people already making a U-turn, coming back.
Maybe
not
a
that
mile
much.
and a half.
Maybe
2
a
miles.
mile and a half.
Yeah.
They passing us on the way back.
That is true. Because they finished it in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, so we like, oh no, yo, we about to get up front. So we get up front,
Like some fools.
boom, the gun goes off and we getting it. And we staying with the crowd. So we see the first mile marker a couple hundred meters away, and the lady like 750. I don't even think she was at 750. She might have been less than that. Because I crossed and she said 750 something.
And I was like 8 something.
She was like 8 something. I was like, oh, we rolling, yo. We rolling. Now it's getting a little warmer.
It was just humid that
It
day.
was
Because even
real
though it was
humid.
snow on the ground,
Yeah.
it was like March. There was snow on the ground, but it had started to melt and it had that wet
Yeah.
feeling to the day. So I was overdressed.
So
Not
my
overdressed for the temperature, but for the level of humidity that was in the air that day.
So understand, I'm running, and I knew I wasn't gonna make it all the way. I knew I was trying to get a good time up front before I got to this nasty hill that they had, because my fat tail, even at the time when I'm in decent shape, making up that hill was tough for a brother. But before I could get to the to this hill, I hear somebody screaming my name. Screaming my name. I'm talking about it's 1,000 people out here running.
First
and
of all,
I hear
it's not
somebody,
even 1,000. That is untrue.
I hear somebody scream up here, Kevin!
It
Kevin!
might have been 300 people.
And I'm so embarrassed. You know what I mean? Because
What you
300
embarrassed for?
people, I hear somebody screaming. I'm thinking, is she just screaming my name or is she really hurt? So I have to make a U-turn. So I turn around and run backwards.
What you should have done.
We only a mile and a quarter in, maybe a
Okay.
mile and a half. I
You
got to
should've
turn
done.
around. Yeah, that's right. I did, didn't
You did.
I? I did. So
But
I
then you
run
eventually
back.
left me.
I run back. Hey, talk about stories that I can't do it. It's something too high, something ain't right. I went out too
I
fast.
was overheated.
It was bad business, show. It was
I was
bad
overheated.
business. So the point is, she messed up my best time ever because I was getting it, getting it.
He was getting it to the bottom of that hill. That's all he was about to get it to. That's where he was. That's why he came back. So he could blame it on me for him not having a good time.
But
anyway,
the point is, we both still finished the race.
that's true.
And since then, like I said, we've done half marathons. We even did our first triathlon together.
We did do it. That was.
Hey, we ain't gonna tell you that story. We ain't gonna tell you that story.
I almost drowned.
My baby struggled, Shorty. She struggled.
You weren't there. You wouldn't know.
Hey, we started together.
No, we did not.
We jumped in the pool together.
No, we did not. They started us after separately. What are you talking about?
2 seconds apart.
That's not true.
I jumped in. I never saw
He
her
has no
again.
recollection of
Yo,
the truth. I'm finding that out.
So we jumped in the pool, and man, oh man, oh man, I ain't never see my wife again until I'm
That's
coming
true.
back across the finish line. She about to start the running part. So, yeah, you remember when I was coming back to the finish line, you was going
Oh,
ready to
yeah.
run.
That's true.
But guess what? We finished. And we looked darn good. My baby had on the triathlon suit. I didn't even know they made him. She was cute, had a little braids in her hair.
I looked like I was sponsored.
She sure did.
I wasn't though.
No, she wasn't. And let me just tell you, anybody, so before we get into some helpful tips for y'all to get into this healthy eating and, working out together plan, I promise anybody, if they get into especially running, that it will bring y'all closer together. But if y'all choose to do triathlons, I only have one big tip for you. Buy a good bike.
That's true.
Yo, I had this 65-year-old lady. I get out the pool in front of her. I get on my bike in front of her, even though she started out in front of me. So we probably had about the same time. We get on the bikes, and I'm on this $100 bike from Sports Authority. Well, what was the space place in Arkansas called? It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
This $100 bike, I'm struggling pedaling. She flies past me on her track. Oh my gracious. She flew past me. My feelings
Well,
was
you
hurt.
got beat by the lady in the half marathon because he tried to run with this 65-year-old lady, tried to joan on the lady, talking about, oh, I'm going to run with her. She got
running
some
in
pumpkin seeds.
seeds.
And that lady beat the all-the-way brakes off of him.
Come to find out, this lady was number 2 in the state.
In her age group.
In her age group. Number 2 in the state. You know what that means?
That means he got beat by this old
This lady run
and some pumpkin seeds.
3:20 marathons. 3 hours and 20 minutes for the whole marathon. At 65, she almost qualified for the Boston. She a beast. Yeah, she ate me up. Matter of fact, she beat me so bad, I ain't even see her after mile 5 or 6.
Right.
But guess
he's
who
sitting up
I
there
ain't
trying
see?
to underestimate people.
But guess who ain't seen me after mile 0.5?
I wasn't trying to run with him. First of all, he was running with my brother-in-law, Ramon,
Who has run the Boston.
who is a pace setter for the people in his running group that want to run the Boston Marathon. I'm uninterested. I don't even want to see his back. I don't want to see his shoe. I don't want to see him nowhere near me because your mind, if somebody's in front of you and you will try to stay with that person because
I did
you know
too.
them. And I was uninterested. So I
Hey,
let them go
I
right
had to
about
go-
him and that little lady with the pumpkin seeds. And when it was all over, you would think that somebody had kicked him in the ankles and he couldn't walk. He was sitting in the grass.
Here's what I learned. When you actually going out for a time and you running fast, and now my pace setter tells me this when we finish. He was like, you ain't taking no aspirin or no medication? He said, oh, when you running at that speed, you got to take some aspirin or some Aleve Advil before you run. And I'm looking at him like, yeah, you couldn't have told me that 13. Oh, and this joker made me run an extra mile because his watch was broke. And his wife, my sister-in-law, told me his watch broke, so don't use his watch. He's still using his watch. I think we need to go another half mile. No, mine say 13 point whatever.
And on top of that, I think Ramon was taking a phone call or something.
Yeah, he was on a meeting call.
He was talking on the phone while we was running this
and we running.
I don't want to run with him.
We running.
I had a strategy, and it was not to be out there passed out dead.
And my pace was a sub 2 minute pace. 2 hour pace, I'm sorry. A sub 2 hour pace.
I had a goal in mind. My goal was to get across the finish line of my own locomotion. Period in the story. I didn't want to be dragged. I didn't want to be carried. I didn't want to not finish. I wanted to make it across the finish, which means I had to pace myself. Which means I was not running with Miss Lady in the pumpkin seeds.
Nope.
Which means I was not running with my brother-in-law, who's a pace setter and runs the Boston Marathon on a regular basis. I was gonna run my own race. See, that's how he get in trouble. Cause he go out saying, I'm gonna get in front of this person. I'm gonna run with that person because that person shouldn't beat me, and he gets in trouble all the time. Which is why I beat him.
I finished the hour and change in front of my beautiful wife. But let's get into the tips. First tip: make sure that y'all come up with a goal. Like we had a goal to run the half marathon and we trained together. Even when we were on vacation, we were in Memphis.
Yeah.
We went to
Dallas.
In Dallas. Yeah. Literally, whenever we went out of town, we found somewhere we could run. We ran around the Texas Motor Speedway loop, which was 5 miles, and we ended up doing 9 miles. In Memphis, we did,
I think it was 8.
8 miles, but we did it on the treadmill, but we did it together, and that's what matters. But if you're going to set out, both of y'all set out with a goal in mind. Don't just say, oh, we're going to work out together, or we're going to, lose weight together. Come up with a goal, because you can push one another to get to that goal. And it's fun until you actually start getting competitive like we do sometimes. But
and then you lose to your wife.
Yeah, until I dust the.
But not true. Fake news.
Yeah, so once you've got a goal together, you know what? Write it down. Write it down. A lot of times you have goals that y'all create together. If you don't write it down, them goals be changing. Now, I ain't say I was going to lose 20 pounds. I said I was going to lose something like 20 pounds, closer to 4 pounds.
I said I was going to lose some weight.
Yeah. Like, I ain't going to cheat on my diet until I lose 10 pounds. Well, I'm just going to cheat, right now, just, because we here, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Cheater.
Cameraman's once again in the back. But yeah, so write it down. Come up with the goal, write it down. And the third one, and I think this is the biggest one that you can come up with, compliment one another on how well they're doing it. Tell her she looks beautiful.
It's complimenting people meaning I dusted you. I don't think that's a compliment, but
Baby,
anyway.
you look beautiful, and I'm always happy when you finish off your races, even if you beat me. And you do look gorgeous, especially when you've been running
hate
a
when I beat
5K.
you.
I can
That's
care.
okay, baby. I'm happy we out there together. How about
Compliment. If they lose weight, compliment them. If they are running, don't tease them. Just compliment them, because that compliment, especially
that? That's true.
for your ladies, for your man, they need to be complimented. And
Are you trying to tell me something?
And men, for your ladies, well, you already know. Make them feel special. Make them feel like number one through your whole process. And regardless of what y'all end up doing, as long as you are complimenting each other, reaching your goals, your relationship will stay healthy and strong.
And you'll reach other relationship goals.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for tonight.
Thank you for joining us on the Relationship Rundown channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment. And as always, if you have any questions for us, anything you would like us to cover, you can reach us at
relationshiprundown@gmail.com.
That's it.
Have a good night.